It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They go play action with Hurts.
Oh my God, bro. I already started with the bullshit. Already starting with the bullshit, dude.
Well, just one snap big, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. First carry now for Gus Edwards. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want and probably say we should have done better there.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going...
Oh my goodness, bro.
Continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Get out of here. How do you cover 2 guys?
The 20 to the 18-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd down and 3. They run once more with Edwards. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6-yard line.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
They'll run here with Edwards. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Can we not throw a pick this time?
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 9. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Hurts. They set up the screen to Penny. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll get this out wide to Penny. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Inside handoff, Penny. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game. The coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
The for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 69 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
Oh my God, come on.
You described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
1st down, Eagles.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Penny up the middle. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw here. That's caught by Penny. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, Hurts. A quick throw, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety back all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw again. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Eagles 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go play action with Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fielded at the 20. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? From the gun again to Penny. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So now it's third and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Once more, Penny. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Rashad Penny, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are back within a score.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now third down and very long. Looking to throw here, Huntley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly. Ground and brings up fourth down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And take it right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Elliott now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 17. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
On third down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Now it's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on third down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. On the move to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They'll drop the throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble, but theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt